Hello and welcome to another episode of Crusader Kings 2. We are playing as Count Lucio of Cagliari. Okay, so last time we set up our little county here. We swore fealty to the King of Italy. And we married someone who is now pregnant. Right, so I'm going to let the game run a little bit while I'm trying to explain some of the, okay, I'll just explain it with, if these pops can appear. Explain what I was going to say now. I'm looking for some long-term goals for the series. And my first major goal that I'm looking at, well, for us, is to somehow get the Kingdom of Italy under our control. And then to form the Empire of Italia, which actually, if you look at it here, the creation conditions, you need to hold 2 kingdom titles. It could be a bit of a problem, but okay. 400 piety, yep. Lots of money, I can do that. And we need to control 80% of the de jure lands. And the king, if you look at the special creation conditions, you'll see that we need to be a king of Italy and the king of Sicily. So that'd be the 2 kingdom titles we need. So, for the de jure land is actually all inside of the Kingdom of Italy right now, apart from the papacy. And the other kingdom that we need is the Kingdom of Sicily, which is, if I just go through this guy, currently it's not created yet, and most of the land it's kind of owned by a lot of different people, but the main portion of it is owned by the Byzantine Empire. So what we might want to do is get the Kingdom of Italy under our control. Then we might swear fealty to the Byzantine Empire again. So what would happen then is the Byzantine Empire, I believe we can't look at its laws here, but it has elected monarchy. So what we do is join the Byzantine Empire, get the stuff with elected monarchy, maybe flip cultures to probably Greek, because it'd be the same as our lieges, and then we could get people to vote for us, because we'd be probably the strongest person in the Byzantine Empire. Or we could create a faction within it, get some people behind it, and then take that over, and that would give us Sicily, and we can get the Kingdom of Italy. Or, once we're in the Byzantine Empire, we can just attack the Sicily people, because we'll be under the same liege, and then declare independence. Anyway, back to these pop-ups. So this guy tried to poison me. No, I thought he tried to poison me, and he didn't. He just cooked a bad meal or something. No idea who he is. Was he our spy master? Maybe. Yeah, he was our spy master. That's not good. So we've fulfilled the ambition to have a son. There is no way I'm naming him that, because I couldn't say that with any, He's gonna be called Lucio. Same as the first guy. So, our son got no genetic traits, but neither me or my wife had any, so what can you do? And, yeah. So he's reasonably okay. Character, nothing wrong with him yet. So we got pop-up. The rise of the Shia. The schism at the heart of Islam dates back to its earliest days. The majority Sunnis have long persecuted the followers of Ali, the Shias, forcing them into hiding. The partisans of Ali look to his descendants for leadership, but they are forced to keep their ancestry secret. Now, though the Shias are mobilizing their strength behind a boy whom they claim to be Ali's rightful heir and Aram, the other Islamic jurists claim that the boy was clearly a fraud, but to his followers he is the person they've been waiting for, and now they flock to his banners. Ha! The fools fight among themselves. So, we now have the Sultan of Egypt, otherwise known as the Tulanids, and that's good. So hopefully he'll distract the Aghlabids a little bit, and they won't feel like attacking me. So all of that's good. He at war with anyone yet? So he went straight to war with... Nope, that's just a pretended claim. He's not at war with anyone. Okay. So, letting the game run a little bit more. Oh, another thing I forgot to do was notice that there was this faction to get Prince Pepin in charge. Now, I'm going to join it, even though I don't really care who Prince Pepin is. He's probably going to die quite soon after he comes in charge. But if I'm part of the faction that puts him in charge of Italy, he will like me a lot more. Which means that I could possibly demand a duchy from him, because our current liege does not like us. Wonder if we can change that as well. We can't send him a gift because he wants a lot of money. Could declare war on him. Seems counterproductive though. Still waiting for our councillor to fabricate claims in Araborea. And basically all we can do right now is just sit and wait. Seeing if there's anything more interesting. Nope. Okay, pop up. My wife, Countess Judith, has asked me to get rid of one of my courtiers who she finds mighty annoying. On the one hand, Judith might not be happy if I refuse her request, but if I fire the annoying man, maybe people will feel my wife has too much influence over my actions. So I can either choose to fire my Chancellor, who's got really good 18 stat, considered a masterful diplomat, to increase my wife's opinion by 25, or and lower it by 10 and just tell her to go away. I'm just going to tell her to go away because I'm not going to fire this guy. But I might try and make her like me more. I don't want him prisoner. So I'll send her a gift. I'll make up for it. It's always a good foundation for any marriage. So we've got revolt down here. He is declared war for Africa. Is he a Shia? No, just Sunni. Okay. So that. Oh, we lost our ambition. Didn't notice that. Gonna take the ambition to have a daughter, because that increases fertility percentage. It's a hidden thing, but it exists. And we want to get as many children as possible. Preferably one son, lots of daughters, so that we can get the prestige for marrying them off, but we don't have to deal with Gavelkind. Not that we actually have. Gavelkind wouldn't affect us too much though, because what Gavelkind does is it spreads out all of our holdings amongst our children, and we only have one holding, so it's not too bad. Some random guy arrived at our court. Gonna see what we need to do to change succession law. We would need to have reigned for 10 years. Okay. So, fate smiles upon me. My wife Judith is pregnant. Okay, some prestige, and she likes us. Well, she doesn't like us, but you know what I mean. We will have a daughter, probably, at some point. Oh, good. So, this guy has been in Constantinople, or Spymaster in Constantinople's been studying their technology, and he stole some of it. So So we get a random some tech points. Tech doesn't really matter, but it's alright. So a small bonus. I'm gonna increase legalism because it gives us a little bit of a bonus to some useful stats. So this guy has created the Duchy of Susa. Where is the Duchy of Susa? Is it over here? County of Spoleto. It's in the Duchy of Spoleto. You're on into direct vassals mode to have a look. I can't see it. Oh, it's probably down here. No? Okay, we're gonna look at this guy and look at Duchy of Susa. Oh, it's all the way over here. So he now has a duchy. But we're not fulfilling the conditions for him to give it to us. Shame, but what can you do? They'll let the game run some more. So we fulfilled the ambition to have a daughter who is named Fausta. So we're just gonna call her Judith, the wife, because it's an easy name to say. It's not terrible. She also has no genetic traits, so don't really care, but it's fine. Oh, we gotta set a new ambition. Gonna set the ambition to martial, spy master, improve martial ability. So we have to get it to 8. So it's at 7. So all we do is we sit and wait for the pop-up that we can go to 8. That will increase our army size and some other things. So the Basilius of the Byzantine Empire has arrested our spy master. Oh wow, had this guy sitting here? He's much better than a previous guy, so I'm going to send him over there. Our spy master is likely going to come back to us a eunuch and blind if the Byzantine Empire is anything like, normal. So let's see, this guy, he is just blinded. Okay. He's not got great stats anymore. Kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time, we got this new guy just sent over to Constantinople. Let's give him an honorary title so he doesn't hate us. Right. Still waiting for a pop-up of some kind. Got the Republic of Genoa. Would that be here-ish? Kind of hoping our Chancellor will fabricate a claim soon. He has a 17% chance per year. A book without a title was pushed into my hands by a hooded man clad in midnight blue. Something was said, but it was lost in the confusion. The book was still there. So I can either say, hey, wait, in 20 parity and study the book, or I can say, it wants me to read it. So I get illumination, which is prestige and parity for the rest of the game. I'm going to gain 20 parity and intense study of the book. The secret within the book still eluded me after several weeks of intense study, wasted time and wasted ink. The man couldn't be anything but a maniac, filling precious parchment with malarkey and incomprehensible symbols. I have learned to love books instead. Well, that's good. So I got the Scholar thing, which gives me 2 learning and same trait opinion bonuses. Which, it's good. So we're starting to become a bit more rounded out as a character. Not that this character is really going to be important in the grand scheme of things. It'll probably be our son who would be important. So he has fabricated a claim on the county. We lose 15 gold, 50 prestige, and get a strong claim, and the other county guy hates us. So we've done that now. He has no allies. He has 400 troops. We have a little bit less, but we're going to hire mercenaries to fight him. So I'm going to declare war. Finally, we're at war. So I'm going to borrow from Jewish merchants. Temple vassals will dislike me more. That's why I raised them first. Not that he was giving us anyone, but still. Gonna find a very cheap person to hire. He's cheap, has the full amount of people. He's also cheap. Gonna go for the I'm just gonna go for this guy. The Saxon band. So I now have 1,500 troops. Oh, welcome to my army. Oh, I forgot to raise my army. Oh well, ignore that earlier one where I said I did. Oh, that's the wrong key. Right, so time to charge into battle, because that flank is only mercenaries, can't change its leader. Crown authority is too low for me to change the leader on the other two. I'm actually going to leave them here just a little bit, let their morale raise, so that I don't just charge into a really bad battle. Right, got another thing. So, yep, our vassals dislike us a little bit more. Our steam, forgot to turn it off. Right. We won the battle pretty easily. We got some war score, prestige, and military technology points. Gonna slow down time just a little bit. So now we just wait for the battle to, like, the siege to go off. I wonder if he'll surrender now before the siege finishes. No. Well, surrender. We'll enforce demands on him. He's imprisoned some random person. Our liege, as I should say. Knowledge of construction went up. Yeah, vaguely interesting. So, we've won that siege. Our war score is 100. We're going to enforce demands. We now have his land. It's our land. We can create the Duchy of Sardinia if we can get 200 gold, which isn't too far off. We've got no new things there. Right. I would like to probably continue going into, say, Corsica or something, but as you can see here, we don't have a Casus Belli. And we have raised army levies. And he's not wait. Can't declare war because he must be our liege or vassal of our liege. Oh, so he's actually under Tuscany. Here, so Tuscany's all of that. Okay. Anyway, time to disband the army. And yeah, that was good. We've got some new land. Do we have any new vassals? Yes, we do. Oh. We have a new mayor and a new bishop. This guy loves the Pope. Like, really loves him. And really doesn't like me because of all the church's views on being lustful and gluttonous. And because I owe money. Jewish moneylenders. And I can't expel them anymore because that's something my liege has to do. But it does mean if he does it, I don't get any negative. So I'm going to hold a feast now. Because I got some new vassals and I want them to like us. Let it run. The best part about preparing a feast is deciding what foodstuff to serve. I'm going to spend a lot of money on food. Everyone's invited. The guests have finally arrived. Good, welcome to my feast. Well, that's it over. Everybody gets a small opinion boost for 2 years, and I get some prestige. It's all good. Who? I don't know. Right. Just see how much money we make. 17 a year, so about 6 years or so until we have enough to create the duchy. Unless we get someone else. I should probably stop fabricating claims with my councillor here because we already have a claim. Right, we already took the land. Let's see where else we could fabricate claims on. Could fabricate a claim on Genoa, but they are pretty tough. Oh. They have... well, they have 300 men, but they have a lot of money because they're a republic. Provence is all connected. There's really no one in our land who we can really fabricate claims on. Somebody over here. So these people are independent. They have no allies. We don't have a Casus Belli, so time to just fabricate claims. I should probably check, just thinking about this, I don't actually have any boats, so if I was to declare war on them, it would be a very long war. As I can't actually get to them. Is there a technology I can increase? Yep. If I can get to shipbuilding, I can finally, you know, make some boats. Which would be very useful. You have decided to join your personal guard in their daily training regime at dawn. Things were a bit stiff at first, but when they realised you wouldn't have them beheaded for scoring hits on you with the wooden practice swords, they taught you many valuable lessons. Your martial skill has improved. Parry, riposte. Gain 1 martial, and we fulfilled our ambition to gain 1 martial skill. So, stewardship or intrigue. I could go for King of Italy, which give us unlimited use of the subjugation Casus Belli within the kingdom, but all the kingdoms pretty much control, people who are controlled by people who are more powerful than us, and we really don't want to annoy our liege anymore by getting that ambition. So I'm just going to improve intrigue. Let's have a look at the factions that we're in. So elective succession faction has 104% of our liege's strength. We have the Duchy of Lombardia, the Republic of Genoa, and the County of Piedmont and Monferrato. So just some random counties, probably here-ish. Here. Does this have the same people in it? It's just very odd that they're the same percentage. Yep, so everyone's apparently in this. So, I could demand elective succession from our liege. He's in 2 wars, he's at war with East Francia, so he's unlikely to get all the Carlings in. I'm gonna declare war for elective succession. Well, not declare war, I'm gonna send him the ultimatum. Rather than risking civil war or tearing the realm apart, I've decided to give in to your demand and change the laws of inheritance to elected monarchy. But this treacherous act of blackmail will not be forgiven. So he doesn't like us, but who cares? If we kill him, he's not going to be a liege anymore. It's going to be some random Italian, probably. We can't get any plot power to kill him. We could try and kill his heir, but it's a little off. So let it run a little bit, and we'll see who the next King of Italy will be. Oh, it's going to be Prince Pepin, the Frankish Catholic. Oh well, you give them the power to vote, and they vote for the same person. Is there somebody we would prefer? This guy, Frankish Catholic. Is everyone a Frankish Catholic? The Duke of Spoleto is Italian Catholic. Duke Guy II. He's the one we want in charge. So we're going to see if we can start, if there's anyone we can kill off to maybe help this along a little bit. Nope. Okay. I'll let it run. Just a little bit. I might actually start trying to look for people just around the leaders of the Carlings, because if we can kill them off, it will make becoming the King of Italy much easier. Got good chance of killing the King of Lotharingia. We can't kill him. So I'm going to go for the King of Lotharingia. Oh, I'm just going to create a plot to kill him. Also invite plotters. See who invites, we got 64%. Anybody, he could be bought into the plot. He could let's sort by plot power. So this guy, and send him a small gift. Invite him to the plot. And this guy, and send him a small gift. Invite him to the plot. Anyone else want to join? This guy. Invite him to the plot. So we've got 107% plot power against the King of Lotharingia. So hopefully he'll die at some point. Ooh, did he create the Duchy of Apula? So that's down here. Still can't demand a duchy from him because he doesn't like us. I'm kind of hoping that he'll form this duchy here and give it to us so that we have to spend any money on it, but you never know. So wars we're in. We're in a war against East Francia for the West Francian claim on East Francia, so that would give West Francia all of that, and we're winning it, so it's not good. And we're at war with the Sultan of Africa for Sicily, so it'd be this small bit of land here, which we're kind of winning. It's alright. Let this run. I think I'm going to let this run to about halfway through next year and then end the episode there. The Pope likes us more. Good. Always good to have the Pope liking you. Okay, so this guy, one of my bishops, has said that he is a better court chaplain than any other guy. And he's not wrong. He is a much better court chaplain. Okay. Let me just assign him a job. He's going to go improve relations. Do we have a better steward? Nope. Marshal? Yes. And it is our other mayor. Make our first mayor like us less, but make this one like us a lot more. And increases his martial score even more because he had the ambition to increase it. Cagliari still has more people in it. More men, so I'm going to go for that one. Right. Continue. Never mind. Peasants from the local countryside have sent a representative to petition for our support for one of their traditional carnivals. Well, we can afford it, but they are just peasants. So we'd lose just. Are we just? So we're not just, and we get a minor revolt risk, so we lose nothing by telling the peasants that we'd like our money. I might actually just wait till this war here ends. Just to give us an interesting input. Okay, so our child lacks a guardian. Let's see who could educate our child. Well, we could do it. But we want a great eminence, preferably doing it. Or we want a high stewardship thing. Nope. Because the higher this learning trait is, the more likely the child is to get that trait. Also, the stats the character have, the child's more likely to get those stats as well. I think this is a good guy. He's our Chancellor, so we'll get more stats there. Chance of becoming great eminence. He has some bad traits, but hopefully he won't pass them on. Or we could go for a marshal, but we don't really have a good martial education, so I'm just going to go for a great eminence. Try and make this a very diplomatic character. 100% war score down here. Let's see what happens. It's all blue now. Wonderful, this guy's got some more technology. That sounds like he's about time to come back to us blind. Well, yes, so this guy now controls all of that. I wonder if we can see whether this is still in Cavalcine succession? Yep. So, if he was to die, say, this son would get half the land, and this son would get the other. So we'd have 2 children on each of the thrones. Which is very tempting to try and make happen. But I'm still trying to kill the King of Lotharingia. Oh my... Did he just die? No? What? Okay. Let me try and figure out what happened here. So Bavaria. Okay, so there's now a revolt. Oh, there's a host claim attacking Burgundy. So Bavaria have revolted for some reason? Okay. Oh, maybe? But Bavaria already exists? Sorry, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it here, and maybe next time I can figure out what happened. If you enjoyed this, then please consider leaving a like below. And if you want to see more, then please subscribe. I'll see you next time.